Chelsea have agreed a deal to sign Emanuel Emegha from BlueCo sister club RC Strasbourg. BlueCo, the company the Todd Boehly-Clearlake Capital consortium created when buying Chelsea in 2022, owns both clubs involved in the deal, which will be formally processed in 2026. Last season, the 22-year-old scored 14 goals and provided 3 assists in 27 appearances in League One. Having started his career at Sparta Rotterdam, the Netherlands under-21 international went on to play for Royal Antwerp and Sturm Graz before joining Strasbourg in 2023. Why Chelsea signed Emanuel Emegha? This summer, Chelsea completed the signings of strikers Liam Delap and João Pedro, while Nicolas Jackson joined Bayern Munich on a loan deal with a conditional obligation to buy. Chelsea also recalled striker Marc Guiu from a previously agreed season-long loan deal at Sunderland following an injury to Delap, which is expected to rule out the striker for several months of the campaign. Enzo Maresca's side, who have collected 7 points from their opening 3 league games, travelled to Brentford in a West London derby on Saturday. The summer window has been closed for under a fortnight and Chelsea have already made another signing for the future. The obvious question is why? Emegha has been under consideration at Chelsea for some time. It helps that they can keep a close eye on his progress at sister club Strasbourg. The multi-club model worked in Chelsea's favour here. Champions League clubs in England and abroad were beginning to show a lot of interest in the forward earlier this year, but Strasbourg were able to keep hold of him this summer. Emegha was spoken to, assured that he'd be better off staying 1 more year and developing at Strasbourg before moving elsewhere. A sign of the trust and value placed in him was that he was also made captain for this season. At that point, a move to Chelsea was not promised or guaranteed, but clearly given the relationship between the two clubs it could not be ruled out. Emegha has increased in Chelsea's thinking in recent weeks. For starters, he is seen as a successor to Nicolas Jackson, who was granted his wish to leave Stamford Bridge last week and has joined Bayern Munich on loan. There is a contractual obligation included which can make that permanent if certain conditions are met, but even if that does not happen, the plan is for him to be sold permanently in 2026 regardless. Emegha is regarded as one of the fastest strikers in League One and a player who likes to run in behind defences as well as down the channels, essentially what Jackson has been doing over the past 2 years, but Chelsea feel his potential is greater. When Chelsea were assessing what to do following Liam Delap's hamstring injury at the end of last month, which will rule him out until November, they deliberately decided not to add another striker in the last few days of window. They did not want to block the pathway of Marc Guiu, who they decided to recall from loan at Sunderland. Significantly, the same reasoning was applied to Emegha as they stepped up thoughts of buying him with 2026 in mind. Chelsea felt it was too early for him to come now and that another year at Strasbourg will make him even more polished. The fact he will also get experience playing in European competition via the UEFA Conference League is seen as another positive. The club also feel there is a strong possibility of Emegha being part of the Netherlands squad for the World Cup should they qualify. That means getting a deal agreed in advance before facing possibly even more competition for his signature is so important. Chelsea want strength in depth for their attacking positions, and with João Pedro able to play as a number 10 as well as up front, Emegha will provide another useful option leading the line along with Delap in 2026-27. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches of 195 centimeters and Europe's fastest centre-forward per skill corners PSV 99 metric, Emegha instantly fits the physical, line-leading mould. The 22-year-old is another forward bought and sold by Austrian side Sturm Graz, along with Rasmus Højlund and Monaco's Mika Biereth, a surefire seal of approval regarding his athletic, goal-poacher profile. At the top of an exciting Strasbourg side, Emegha is often the man to stretch in behind and keep opposition centre-backs on their toes. His opening goal away at Marseille back in January was almost comical as he recalibrated his run 3 times to get in behind a slack defensive line. Emegha is more about bundling home from close range and finishing his chances with finesse, but his shot map below illustrates just how much danger the Dutchman's darting runs can generate, with almost 97% of his league shots this season falling inside the penalty area. Only 5 League One players scored more than his 14 goals. His expected goal, XG, value per shot of 0.28 was also the highest of any player in Europe's top 5 leagues this season, pointing to a striker who consistently gets himself into threatening positions, even if his finishing can sometimes leave a little to be desired. Despite his more slender frame, Emegha can still hold his own and create something from nothing with combative channel runs. On occasion Emegha's height can work against him. He can sometimes look clumsy in front of goal while he sorts out his feet, but his speed, strength, and magnetism to high-value shooting opportunities makes him an intriguing profile who will continue to cause damage as he sharpens his striking instincts.